Hello everybody and welcome to another stream. Today what we are doing is going to continue on our Europa mission, trying to get this Europa base fully functional and working. Yesterday we got the solar panels working and tracking beautifully. Look at that, 99%. So that's all going fine. Now what I've also done is using the hardcore wire, or the pipe whatever wire. It comes down. What are you complaining about, Phil? Got my cat complaining. It comes down. Actually, you know what I just want to do quickly. First of all, lock mask. Let's see. Oh, there's temperature down. Bring my temperature down to 12 degrees. That should use a less battery. Right, so what I've got is I've got the power coming in and it should be filling up the battery at the bottom. Then I popped on a little earlier and I connected the I don't know what this greenhouse, we've got to kind of redo this greenhouse. I connected the greenhouse power to a thing inside. So I should be able to now cut the greenhouse thing. I should be able to do this. If I cut it here, maybe. Okay, yeah, again, I don't know why the circuits are inside, but anyway, that's a whole different story. So now, if I turn this on, you see it still comes on even though there's no connection to it. So if I kind of bring this, alright, so let's see.
Air tank critical. Pressure critical. Temperature
What?
critical. Jetpack low.
Okay, are we back? Alright, yeah, I'm back. I just noticed the whole stream dropped. Alright, so let's see. If I go... Yeah, I'm getting a bit annoyed with the way the server... Right, I just on... Let me come... Oh, so, okay, so it's on server, yeah. Let me just jump into this. Okay, let's go inside. There should be 0. I'll put the lights on.
Light on.
Okay, so let's have a look inside here. Oh, yeah, Zora must have died inside. Hello, hello there. All right.
Hey.
Okay, so that battery's charging. That is on. So now this should be getting power. This should be powering up the greenhouse section.
Light on.
Alright, so we got the greenhouse section in a... should be on a separate circuit now. Well, I don't know. We'll see. So what I've got to get is I've got to get more APCs down here to do kind of the manufacturing section. And then we're going to move all the manufacturing down here. Although...
Jetpack on.
Hey, Iron Wolf! Let's give a shout out to Iron Wolves. Oh, wait, let me just turn this off, Hey, Iron Wolves, thank you so much for that raid. Very much appreciated. I just started again. Well, we've just started playing now on our Europa server. It's interesting.
Light on.
Finally got a big ass battery up, and we've got our tracking going. All right. Let me. Yeah. See, leaving this thing going the whole time is a real drain. So let's not do that.
It's only to empty it out, yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty much as empty as it can be until we can put in more excluders on the other side. Yeah, so we had to, yeah, we've redone our power system. So now that we got these, and these guys are picking up at 99% efficiency rate. You know, got the whole IC working and stuff like that. It took a while to do. We've got our greenhouse here. God damn it. Wait, where's it going? What?
That's power down to the doors.
Alright, let's... Right, so that blew the circuits over there. So I was trying to keep the greenhouse separated, but anyway. So we were teaching Arnwood to save Jebediah Kerman. Oh, Jebediah Kerman has had... Let's put it this way, when I played a lot of Kerbal Space Program, and essentially Kerbal Space Program worked like this when I played, and I did it for about a year. Every mission was in two phases. First phase, launch the mission. Second phase, launch a rescue to the mission. And sometimes there was a third phase, which is launch a rescue to the rescue mission. So it was like sort of a constant... Oh, there we go. Okay, so that is now separated. The greenhouse. That is now separated the greenhouse to everything else. We don't want big massive power grids, we want separate things. Right, so let's build another APC quickly. Yeah, but the Kerbal is great. I'm really looking forward to Kerbal Space Program 2. Kerbal Space Program 1, I've done so much in it that I'm not sure I've got anything else I want to do, because I've been to all the planets, I've done all the stuff, I've built massive colonies, and every time I start doing that, the whole thing sort of just grinds to a halt. You know, that's kind of the biggest issue is everything grinds to a halt. See, so yeah, this battery. Yeah, I really need to start separating this stuff. Let's bring this. Oh, so that's bringing it down to 0. So where's this getting power from?
Inside.
So it was getting power from inside and from outside.
No, only inside now. And we got
Well,
power
yeah, I
from-
just cut the wires, so... okay, so there's no APC for it. Alright, that's a problem.
needed to build one.
Alright, so... Okay, so what I want to do is I want to build... so... Alright, well there, use that one. I'll go build another one so I can start getting the other stuff set up. And see, I need more gold and stuff like that. Gold and copper to build the other thing. Oh yeah, of course that doesn't work anymore because it's not actually working. Anyway, I brought only let a little bit in. Oh! Yeah, actually offline I started playing a little bit on Lulan or whatever, and that's actually a really interesting start. You don't start with a jetpack and stuff like that. You just start with really basic stuff in a backpack, and you've actually got to find ruins and then...
Scavenge, yes.
Yeah, and that's actually, I actually like that. I might want to do that. Oh, that needs a battery. Yeah. Well, one of these batteries can be taken down there. Alright, now can I make any more heavy wire? Yeah, you see, I need more gold. Yeah, I found a ruin that's got 2 large batteries, a programming computer, an elevator, a solar panel, a whole lot of like 100 heavy coil wire.
Tower low.
It was really an impressive run. Yeah, and I'm playing the alien with the sort of that breathes H2. It does actually change things completely. Like, for example, the greenhouse is so much harder to set up. It's really, I don't know, I call him Mr. Wigglypuff. Is he Mr. Wigglypuff? Right, so yeah, so these guys are actually getting enough power, and it's actually enough power to even charge that big ass battery. So far things are going well with it. But I do need some heavy. Let's just... How much? Yeah, it's only too heavy. I need more heavy. I don't want to use the... Well, I mean, there's no problem with using the... Okay, so... Originally, I've done some stuff with the IC chip that I actually went and... Because I... God, when I started programming, I used to do assembler. I used to actually program in assembler. So MIPS is not a... I mean, it's different, but it's... You know, I'm kind of used to that low-level stuff. So I started doing some stuff like temperature, controlling temperatures and stuff like that. And I mean, for example, I can pick up the... So if I look at this, this is a script I downloaded, but I can actually follow this and do this, you know. We'll do some changes eventually. We find out what the issue was. The actual original script was, I had some errors in, it was for a previous version. So I find a fix for it. But I mean, I can actually understand what's going on there. You know, like the load, the sort of all these things. There was a nice little, there was an emulator on a website. For example, this was one. Let's edit. Okay, so appearance control. Yeah, temp control. Okay, so this is the like little temperature control thing that I wrote to control the temperature of a room, but I think I might actually adjust this because I actually hard-coded in the temperatures that I want, and I think I might adjust this to actually work with a dial, so you can set the temperature via a dial. And it's got like a LCD that it sets the current temperature out on. So, I mean, this was something I went to write. Very simple. Very simple. Does the job. And it's kind of... it's actually nice. It's nice to do it that way. It's nice to sit there and work. And that's kind of what this is. It's... You know, this game it's like that. It's, you can spend hours just getting your solar panels working, and when you do, it's like, it feels great. Same as Kerbal. Kerbal, building a ship to land on the moon. I remember the first time I got into orbit with Kerbal, it was incredible. What an incredible thing. And landing on the moon for the first time, absolutely awesome. Now I can land with pinpoint accuracy on the moon. You know, literally within a meter of where I need to be. Or any planet sort of thing. It's kind of... but when you're beginning, to be able to do that, it's such a great feeling when it works. Oh, so let's take one of these batteries. Ah, crap, I've got to get rid of this shit. Pit of Despair. Oh! It's a perfect! Let's use... Right, Yeah, I mean, this is... Again, I'm not too worried about keeping this at a vacuum yet because we're coming in and out building all the crap. Right, so not doing that. Right, so let's put this one. Put this one over here. Right, I need heavy coil. I don't want to buy this thing without heavy coil because it's going to break. It's going to explode. Especially when I start adding another battery on there. Then I'll start moving all the machines down here. As for this... So I better do that. Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing that yet. Let's rather get some heavy coil.
Yeah, we got some gold smelting in the arc furnace.
Ah, right. Yeah, because yeah, all the and we got some. Oh, you got gold and copper, nice. Huh? You said it's smelting in the furnace? Huh. Oh, maybe it ran out of power. Okay, wait, this thing. Yeah, there's way too many flares all over the place. Yeah, so it's probably what we're eventually going to have to do is once we've got the shredder, run around and do a cleanup and pick up all the shit and shred it up, and then a centrifuge to, because that pit of despair, there are so many bodies piled up in there, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
Light on.
I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm strange, but I like playing a survival game and trying to survive, not dying constantly. And that's a strange thing in the survival game. Yeah, Proto, yeah, you can jump in. It's, the password, if you type password in the, in the chat will tell you what the password, the bot will tell you what the password is. I know, Amaryl. It's like, it's totally bizarre. What? That can't be it. So yeah, and you can jump in Discord. Just jump in the lobby, and I'll pull you down the main chat. I mean, eventually we want to move all this stuff down to the bottom. Because having the batteries upstairs is a problem. Okay, let's just... There was, so that gives me some gold. Heavy coil. Because it's minus 155 degrees over here and it actually drains the batteries. So if the batteries are outside, they are being drained at a much faster rate than if they are in a vacuum or sort of warmer area. When it's too cold, it drains the batteries. So yeah, obviously you're spending, because it's draining, every time the sun comes up, it has to recharge back up to the same spot, and you know, so it's wasting a hell of a lot of power. But anyway, got that big ass battery inside, and that is gathering a ton of power, so that's good. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird, a game that makes sense. But yeah, it should be on the, it should be publicly visible. Just search for Talang.
Bottom of the list.
Yeah, it would be far away, depending on where you are. Hey, Predator.
Hello.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm building.
Yeah, sometimes that is a mood.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, so I'm just trying to wire up the stuff inside. Once inside is wired up, then we can safely move these machines. I don't want to start moving them until I've got inside wired.
Well, we have plenty of wires.
Yeah, but I need, at least to the APC, I need, and from the APC, sorry, from the big battery to the APCs, I need the sort of heavy coil. The rest can be normal, so we've got plenty of that, but I don't want shit to start shorting out.
I feel bad admitting it, but I did the caps lock thing you did yesterday.
Aha! Aha, that's why you're saying, oh, the posters are working.
I was like, wow, good job, man. I did the same thing today.
It feels bad, man, feels bad.
No remorse, no regrets.
All the remorse, all the regret. All of it. All your remorse and regret belongs to me.
I mean, you can have it. Take it all.
We really need to get this airlock working so that we can.
Did you not disassemble this thing?
Just hold on.
Lander.
No. The problem is every time you pick something up, it flies. It took us so long just to get the other stuff under control.
Oh, no. So what I do to do it is I just disassemble the lander, the stuff on it. They all just drop to the ground.
Okay. Hey, JB Gaming. Alright, so now what I'm going to do...
Power.
Alright, so...
So
okay. I just want to get all this done.
all right. So you guys wanted a recycler?
Yeah, we need... so I just have to redo this whole wiring thing quickly.
I forgot.
A recycler and a centrifuge.
You can start with the recycler and just start getting the stuff down into units of reagent.
Yeah.
Because the is 4 steel plates for the centrifuge. Recycler, I believe, is just iron and copper. The automate.
Oh crap, yeah, because this was wired to the inside. Wasn't wired with the APC, so yeah, the airlock is broken now. Until I can get this right.
Jetpack on.
This is... Yeah. Oh. Wait, I thought I dropped it. How did I...
Jetpack on.
Yeah, I don't know. The server seems... server does tend to get laggy.
When you add someone.
Yeah, I think it's because there's so much shit going on.
I'm working on how much iron do I hit? 50.
Yeah, I'm just...
Jetpack seems very fast right now.
Okay. I'd have to do that. My power's low on the suit. Wait, where's... Oh. Okay, so let's just put this... God, this thing is...
Glad I have night vision and everything is green and I don't have to stare at everything being bright red.
Yeah,
A lot of flares out.
Yeah, there's... too many flares.
The robot has night vision. It turns everything green. Nice. And you can see all the mountains in the distance with night vision.
Yeah, I mean it's the one of the issues with a lot of this is
Like we're getting right now.
People have
Getting this.
different play styles. And it's Having a bit of an issue trying to get that stuff to work together. Well, that should work. Oh,
Would you mind the recycler just being on the roof with the others?
yeah, I mean,
gotta
like I
go.
said, once I've got all this
Gotta-
power sorted out, it's...
I can always put the centrifuge inside. The recycler, I just have to go down into that pit over and over and over.
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah. So what I've done is I've added an extension to it, which is going to be the power room, which we're going to do the batteries and stuff like that with it. And it's just wiring up, yeah. So what I'm thinking of, Zyko, are you jumping in, Zyko? And Mani Raju. What I'm thinking of is to have all those manufacturing machines along here, you know, with the chutes. And so this will be the manufacturing area, you know, and kind of we can have multiple batteries kind of to store the power. This one is going to the greenhouse.
One tactic that some people use is they put a chute or stay like a glass room next to it with a door and a glass wall next to the centrifuge, so that when all that stuff spills out, it's contained in that room.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad idea. So
I'm just gonna put the recycler top right now, put a little bit of wire to it, and it'll be out of the way, or I can get to it real quick.
I need to go outside to complete this. There's no battery for this one. Right, let me take this battery out here.
Need me to put the wire?
Now there should be a battery in here, so this should... There we go. So this should be charging up now. I've got to get the wire across to go into this one. So that this can then lead out to the manufacturing machines. Because yeah, tapping stuff directly from this battery is an absolutely bad idea and shouldn't be done.
Does that battery go to?
The solar panels are charging up this, but we might even put in a if I can get a gas generator going. I built a gas generator, but we first need to get the atmospherics working properly. Before we can actually start
Honestly,
powering that up.
Your
But I had
solar
built
is
one.
efficient. I'm saying if your solar is efficient enough, you really don't need even a gas generator. You can just scale up solar.
Yeah, it's
With
99. We got
another
it at 99% efficiency.
Yeah, so you could get a second row of them.
Yeah, we could do that. That's, I mean, all it would need is to, you know, that pattern and just kind of give it some space and build another one. And yeah, we could absolutely scale that up big time.
Alright, I'm about ready to start recycling. Not to the point of centrifuge yet, but I will start putting some of those items
Okay,
down
I'm
into.
just waiting for Zoran to finish so I
Is there
can
anything-
go.
Is there anything you'd like me to grab first? Or is there anything you'd like me to grab out of the corpses, put aside, for you to decide later?
Alright, so nothing is going to be used from that. It's all going to be shredded. Shredded and centrifuged. So it's
But then-
like
No.
the reason for that is it's just to kind of minimize the junk on the server.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there was anything in particular, like maybe large batteries you wanted to save.
Do you need to get out, Talon? Because
Yeah,
I think I need to do something because it comes up in an error.
Do you want me to,
What?
if I find like a mining belt with ores, do you want me to put those ores out, or do you want me to save cereal bars?
No, yeah, we're not saving cereal bars or anything like that. I mean, that's if you die with food. This is kind of why I was trying to get the greenhouse going.
Got it. If you die, it goes in the garbage.
Yeah.
The only thing you'll
we
take
have
is
plenty of
is ore.
tomatoes. We have about 20 tomatoes and 11 potatoes.
Can I?
So
Oh wait, is this not working anymore? Just hold on. Is there no power coming to this?
oh, there's power.
Oh, there is power. Oh, you unwired it or something. Okay. Alright, let's... Oh, I can't close it. Alright, so... Alright, I need to get out. Because I want to fix this thing over here.
Light on.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, as Zycor just said there.
Light on.
And it's kind of like, you know, it's one of the things that when Zycor and myself set this up, that, you know, and that's why survival became important, and that's why it became annoying when people just went out of their way to die. And that's why that thing is so full.
The only thing I wanted to say was the skulls, because they give you nothing, and it's a reminder of how many times people have died. It's about the only thing I wanted to do.
I mean, it would be good when you're playing your own game. But no,
Got it.
it's kind of I understand that it's like for you to keep track of yourself, but unfortunately, when you on a server and people are just jumping in, dying, and leaving.
But makes sense. You guys figured
Star
out the
pass
sleeper
to
pod?
lead. Yeah, that's pretty much. Cloudboy nailed it. Okay, so that is working.
I just realized I'm literally Wally right now.
You are Wally. Oh, wait, yeah, you mean Wally. Okay, sorry.
I'm cleaning up all of the garbage you've left around the planet.
Yeah, but that's I mean,
But it's good.
Actually, that was my whole point at the beginning: is get the shit working, the important stuff, so that we could have food, so we could have batteries and stuff like that. But everybody was off doing their own thing, and nobody was actually working towards the goals of what we actually needed.
Light on.
And that's kind of so. You know, you complaining that there are no batteries.
I never ended up getting into the server.
Yeah, no, just so somebody was complaining about something which was totally
What happens
avoidable.
when you, yeah. What happens when you shred like nitrogen?
Oh, actually, in this atmosphere, it might be interesting. Oh, God. Okay, Ice Cream, everybody was wrong but you.
There's so many items down here.
Yeah, I mean that's all right. So we got kind of this.
Set the recycler here so the reagent just sort of rolls down at the bottom of the ladder.
Oh right.
So I can just move it in the pit, or
No, the death
Whatever.
pit is.
oh no, I meant the ore pit.
Alright, so have we got well, I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Where do we keep our charge batteries? Charger. Oh, right here. Okay, cool. There's one right out here.
Uh,
Oh, there's actually 2 large batteries. Okay, cool. I'm gonna use the battery charger that's up by the generator, the solid fuel generator up top.
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
hotspot
Those.
the-
I mean, that's one of the things we got to move, but I'm just waiting for
if I'm-
Zaron to finish the airlock, so it's easier to get in and out. Of
If
that.
I'm outside, it actually helps me if there is one there, even with just one battery in it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can sort of
That's
swap between.
yeah. I mean. Definitely, but it would be once that airlock is working, then it'll be a lot easier to get in and out, to swap your batteries quickly and move in and out all the time. At the moment, it's a bit of a pain to do that.
I've got a mining belt with 48 oils, 5 oxide, and 11 copper. Are you saving ores that were in ore belts?
Oh yeah, that you can. Yeah, the ores in ore belts was the one exception.
Those out.
But I mean, like any instruments and stuff was not
Got it.
kind of there. Oh, so I've got that there. Oh, just let me see what's happening with this. Uh, um. Okay, so now. Alright, the next thing we want to do, while I'm waiting for that airlock, is we're probably going to have an indoor gas thing. Because if we saw the gases outside, that's going to...
Use them up. You're gonna get cold, yeah.
Yeah, so you want to kind of have that, even if it's another vacuum room.
You could make just a room with just separated storages. That's all it does is gas storage.
Yeah, that's we could probably do that.
Found out today, robots don't take fall damage either. There's no impact damage for running into things.
Let's see. Wait, why is this not venting? What's going on here, man? There's no power there. Why is there no power there? I had this whole thing set up. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. So
Power line that goes down. I see a power line, but I don't see a power line to this computer room.
yeah, no, because it's coming from inside. I had the whole thing working, and now it's not working. I mean, that's why I was turning on the computer and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was in right
You know,
there.
because that's all on the separate power thing.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, pretty much. And if I was the okay, so as soon as Zoran gets that airlock finished, then we can go in and out, and I can actually check what's going on at the bottom. So that's why I'm stuck outside at the moment. Alright, the other, yeah.
If you don't have anything to do right at this second, you can make the centrifuge.
Yeah, I just might have to. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Oh, I think I might know what it is. No, it shouldn't. That big battery should charge it. Big battery.
It should have an unlimited. It should have an unlimited capacity for wattage coming out.
All this stuff is wired properly. Right, let me. Let's just bring up my network analyzer. Oops. And turn this on. But wait, how the fuck does this get onto this now? There should be a separate network. What the fuck is going on here? How is this picking up all the other cables? God damn it.
Now that we have the recycler, you can technically, if you have a flare that you get tired of hanging around, you can pick that flare up and throw it back in the recycler.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put, yeah, that, yeah, definitely we need to clean up the flares as well. Zoran, can you close it? I'm coming inside, so can you close this inside door? Thanks. Oh, so this has got power. Now, why is this? Ah, fuck. Just on this freaking flare is annoying the shit out of me.
Been grabbing them as I go.
Okay, so why is this dead? Oh, so that's on. Ah, there we go. Okay. The battery was off.
Wait, oh, battery was
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was probably me when I was installing, rewiring everything.
You want me to, if there's stacks of road flares on the surface, do you want to get rid of those too?
Yeah, absolutely. Only need maybe a few around the base. Just so that you can find it from the air.
Yeah. Long term, what I ended up doing is putting one of those container mounts or whatever Just have a container with road flares and never touch them again.
Hey, the Findler. It is, but it's one of these games that is what's the best way to describe it? It's fun, but it's also a kind. The technical nature of it makes it, you know,
in the ass.
Yeah, it's
it's a good pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's kind of like you know when you do Kerbal Space Program, it's the type of game that you actually need to, you know, it takes you a long time to get your stuff together to actually have a clue of what you're doing. It's got a giant learning curve, but if you like technical builders, it really is a great technical builder.
1,000-piece puzzle, that feeling of completing it.
You know, so when you get like
each system, yeah.
Even when you get something as simple as like an airlock to work, it really feels good.
Even when you start a new game, you played it for like 150 hours. Make that airlock, you're like, oh, that sigh of relief. You're like,
so the Findler, the way I see it as compared to Space Engineers. Space Engineers is a builder with survival sort of badly tacked on. It's a builder first and foremost. The survival thing is like an afterthought. This game is survival from the very beginning that has building. So you've got to worry about things like your air pressure, your sort of oxygen content, or stuff like that, your temperature, your food. The only thing you don't need to worry about is water. But you do need to worry about water for plants. You know, so it's kind of, and then having the, plants won't grow if there's no carbon dioxide present. So it's not a matter of just putting a plant in a pot in a pressurized room. No, there has to be a certain amount of carbon dioxide present in order to get the plants to grow.
I'm pretty sure it kills it if you have too much as well.
Yeah. So you've got to get your gas mixes right. Then your gases obviously have temperatures too. So it's like we don't want to store our gas canisters outside, because if we store it outside, it's 150 degrees, minus 150 degrees outside. That means all gases piped will be at that temperature. So we want to store it inside where they are at kind of room temperature at least.
I almost think it's a first person Oni, 3-dimensional Oni. Not included?
Yeah, oh yeah, oxygen not included. That's another great game. Also one that the graphics.
Power low.
Oh god, my power is low. Oh well, I can actually.
Graphics are cartoony and light to allow for the complexity.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort my battery out for this.
Where is this goddamn flare? Are you? Flare. My god, there's like 8 flares down here turned on.
So Imperium Space, yeah, but not okay. So Imperium is very expensive. Imperium is a full-on PvE game, or PvP, exploration game and stuff like that. This they've only just added in, or are adding in. I think it might be in the beta branch. Rockets where you can actually go to another planet. So it's not, the main thing on this is kind of the building. Right. Can I get outside?
Oh my god. Guys,
Oh, well, you've got 1 or 2 flares.
We got 2 I pulled out of the hole. Cycling them.
Yeah. I think you can stack them up. Wow, look at all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still got this. It was over the Steam Summer Sale. It had a 25% discount and stuff like that. But anyway, like, look at this, for example. See how these dishes are tracking the sun? Right, so these solar panels are tracking the sun, giving us a 99% efficiency. Right? Here's your little IC circuit. To do that with writers and sensors to detect where the sun is and stuff like that. So you had to set up this whole circuit. And this is the IC programmer. Where's that? I think it's this one. Oh, yeah, it could be this one there. So, I mean, on the workshop they do have IC things, but you know, you can write your own and stuff like that. Yeah, it was over the thing. So I know it was ending like soon. Like yesterday, it had like 29 hours or something left. But you can also do it with just simple logic chips and math chips and stuff like that. No IC programming. Like that's what my original one was. Just using logic chips to do it. And so it's not like, you know, simple tracking. It actually each planet has a different solar angle, different solar amounts. Yeah, it's not major coding. It's if you know MIPS, assembler language, then it's kind of using the MIPS language. Also,
There are piles here where somebody's thrown like 3 or 4 flares in a pile. It's so bright.
Oh, so right, so it's 11 degrees in here. Okay, the temperature in here is 11 degrees. What's going on here?
You know, if I wasn't a robot, I would not be able to do this job.
Yeah, because it's all the dead bodies.
It's more because road flares. There's so many road flares down there. I turn off it. I press in and I can't see a thing. It's just red and white light.
So you see, like this room is our greenhouse, and you notice how I've got the glass here so that it can get the sun. But nothing's going to grow here because it's 12 degrees. We've got to get this room up to like 25 degrees in order to grow stuff. But you've got to have the oxygen and that mix right as well. So let's just
21 degrees is more than enough.
Yeah, you only need 21.
No, this is 11 degrees. I think you have to have at least above 15, don't you?
Yes.
It's minimum 15, yeah.
So
but you can actually heat the room by using the smelter's output.
Yeah. I mean, I think
filter
maybe if you pipe the pipe through there, and use insulated
And you
up until
filter it.
the room, the pipe so the heat radiates and then insulated afterwards, so that it just radiates out into the room. I mean, that would work. I mean, I actually used flares to do it, which was kind of dangerous because this is like pure oxygen here and it exploded. Right, so let's have a look in here. Yeah, okay, so this is 100% oxygen in this room. At a pressure of 40 kilopascals. So probably need to get the pressure up. So you can see it's kind of, because we're on Europa, Europa has a pure oxygen atmosphere of 40. So yeah, we've got to. this room needs to be redone. Needs to be resorted.
It's got an airlock. You could probably just put an active vent. Fill it with the furnace gas just to get it up to pressure. Just run some oxides or something through the furnace. Yep. Then put the what's it called? The portable scrubber inside. You could clean whatever you don't want out of the air.
Yeah. Oh, I lost it. I did lose the air conditioner. It the room blew up, and the air conditioner flew out somewhere. So I don't know where that is. Portable air conditioner.
Found I on Europa, the air conditioner is probably not useful at all. It's just too cold. It can't increase.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, but there's no carbon dioxide. Now, I am playing a, what's it called, a Zrilli or something?
Zrilli?
Yeah, so I'm playing an alien. I breathe H2. I breathe hydrogen and exhale nitrous oxide. Oxygen is poisonous to me. Now, Zelrun is playing a human, so he breathes oxygen and exhales carbon dioxide. So his carbon dioxide, he needs to put into this room. Because that's where we actually need carbon dioxide in this room in order for the plants to grow.
So he's going to have to come up here. Oh, you know what you could do? Put a passive vent in this room, in the plant room, and then put a passive vent below.
Yeah, the below is...
you could just, as long as you maintain an amount of carbon dioxide below, you're maintaining it above as well.
No, well, okay, see there, this thing is heating up. Yeah, so actually I'm going to, yeah, and really this shouldn't be inside, this should be outside.
His waste tank is just carbon dioxide, right?
Oh, I don't know, it's the waste of the...
Oh no, I'm saying his waste gas tank. So you could set in a fill tank in reverse with a...
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually even checked what's in that tank. I'll have a look now. But what I want to do is let me turn these chips off. We're gonna kind of have to redo this whole thing.
I have a question. If I put on a suit, since I don't breathe, why use waste? I produce waste?
I don't know. I know you leave a skull if you die.
Yeah,
a human skull.
It's weird.
But,
that's
weird.
probably because it was only meant to be humans, and they haven't made anything for the others.
Alright, so look at this. I've got 39 kilopascals at 11 degrees, my external over there. So now I'm going to vent all this hot air back into this room.
Should be running a little faster though now.
Alright, and now if I go outside, 42 and minus 151 degrees. I've got to program that airlock properly, but until we get shit sorted, there's no point. So let's have a look at what's in. So this is the world atmosphere. Now if I point towards here, we've got, there you go, that's what we've got in here. We've got 60% pollutants, 2% oxygen, 25% nitrogen, 12% carbon dioxide, and 1% hydrogen. So we've got 12%, 129 moles of carbon dioxide. Very low temperature though, so it kind of needs to be heated up.
that tank will eventually have to go inside.
Yeah. But it's basically what all it was there for is just to capture, some stuff. At least we've got carbon dioxide in there. So I mean, we could pump all the carbon dioxide into that room, and we could pump all the carbon dioxide into this room, and then
you bring your fancy flashlight over here and see if this battery charger's on.
Should be.
Okay, it's green. I can't see color when my whole screen is green.
Yeah. This battery charger should be on. The problem that you've got is this battery charger only charges directly in the sunlight.
Oh no, that's fine. It's just
So
to make sure it was charging.
Yeah, no,
As long as it is charging, that's okay.
So let's jump.
End up a lot darker around here, but we can lights out if that's an issue.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can have some flares. It's just not 300,000 of them.
Piles of 4 or 5 lit ones.
Wait.
Typically, I only allow myself 1 flare. My flares are typically just to mark ore, whatever ore I was at.
So let's put some more heavy coils.
See, I've been in night vision mode so long, I don't know how many days have gone by.
So your night vision works at night, and during the day. That's pretty interesting night vision.
I leave it on all the time. The only thing it's hard to see is in the day you can't really see ores because you get reflections off the surface. But since I've been looking down into a hole this entire time, along with a million road flares, it can really tell the difference. That said, I don't get a flashlight, so it's straight off.
Take it off. Alright, so
why does it flash an arrow?
This big pile of reagent there.
well, that's what your airlock.
Yeah, it
Oh no. Oh.
doesn't wanna. It just wanna keep up an arrow, but it should be functioning, which I do not understand.
Let me come and have a look.
I recycled it. Okay. I think the recycler actually ran out of power. It did.
Right, let's bring it there. Oops. Okay. So yeah, if you need extra power, you can now just turn on the generator, put some coal in the generator, and that will
For everyone.
yeah, because before we couldn't do it because it was light cable, but now that I've heavy cabled it.
We cable everywhere, yep.
Yeah. So yeah, just dump some coal in there.
I'll go grab some real quick.
Let's actually turn the generator on. Oh yeah, generator is on, so as soon as you put coal in, it will start generating.
I'm gonna grab 3 coal down here and put it in. Did you want me to recycle this wrench sitting by the?
Yeah, you might as well, because that was the extra wrench you get, which we used originally to adjust the. Oh, the sun's up. So things should start getting more power now.
Actually threw all the coal.
How much coal did you put in there? Oh, you can always turn the generator off if you want to.
I just leave it on, and I just usually feed in one at a time as I need it.
Okay. Oh, you see how quickly the stuff is. The batteries are powering up.
Charging once. Yeah.
Right, so
that efficiency up.
Let me go have a look and see if I can figure out what's going on with this.
Night.
They did put more effort into their alien species than a lot of games put in their DLC. I will give them that. I've got robot noises, all that stuff. I picked up a jetpack.
You want me to try do this, Zoran?
Well, the thing is, as you can see here, I have the inner, the outer, airlock, and sensor. But when I take this one out, it comes up in an error instead of.
Try turning it on and off again. Wait, this a normal.
That's the normal.
Not an advanced. Not the advanced one.
Do I need to get the advanced one?
No. What an idea.
One down here ruptured a lot of suits.
Oh, so let's try that.
How did you guys die so often? Like, who died? Ow.
But how is this thing? So you got that got the air sensor. That's all.
Power low.
I've got the external vent.
You said the air conditioning went flying off?
Yeah, the portable air conditioner.
Alright, cool. Once again,
it's not really needed.
I'm saying once I'm done with the stuff that's in the hole, night vision, I can see so far in every direction. I'll go look for it.
Right, let me. Unable to force the door. Locked.
They're locked because of the.
Okay. Okay.
Shit! I found somebody's helmet way the hell out here.
Cycle to interior.
Okay, and now it works. Okay.
You see, I switched it over because what you're doing is you're going from zero pressure to outside. So you're doing the opposite of...
Yeah, I also tried that, but for some reason it did. But then it might have been because it still had some pressure inside at that point.
Okay. Oh, you're going to have to cancel pressurize because you don't want it to go up to... It's going to try to do it to 100. So now if I go there and cycle to exterior... Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's...
we probably need to do a Van circuit in order to tell it to only go to 45
Right, there we go.
or 40.
Alright.
Someone had 3 large batteries in their jetpack when they died.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what happened.
I'm just curious. You know, I'm checking stuff just to look at it.
Because I saw. I mean, at the beginning when we started this with Zarkor, we were having. Yeah, so it's. Yeah, so what's going on here now? Okay, so that's closing that. Now it's bringing pressure into this room from outside. See, so that's called the exterior. I mean, that's called the interior. And if I just hit cancel, because it doesn't really matter. But when you go inside, it will the cycle to exterior. That actually is the interior. So it's backwards, but it's kind of the way it works because we've got a vacuum inside.
Yeah.
But now, what was oh, there it is. Okay. Oh wait, I've got the disc still. Oops. I'm going to put the disc back in this carton outside. Yeah, but Clive, you're right. It's when you select the doors. The first one is always the exterior door, and then the next one is the interior door. So I remember with the airlocks. The airlocks is kind of a good thing.
Could someone get me 4 steel plates?
Yeah, okay. I need to make some more steel then. Right. Okay, there we go. So that should now be charging that, so I can start doing that inside. Oops, oh. Turn that off. Yeah, look at this, I'm pressing. It takes a while for that stuff to... Wow! Look at all this.
The hole's almost empty.
That is sweet.
And you got to remember, this thing only returns half the material. So you got to imagine what all this much would have been actually worth.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's why we didn't want to do that, because it would have been.
Doesn't include any of the nitrogen, any of the oxygen, volatiles.
It would have been almost like kind of cheating. This is really a server survival tactic. Yeah, no, okay. Sorry, Claudvoy, with the standard airlock, it assumes the pressurized area is the interior. So it will, when you try to go inside, not the advanced airlock, the standard, it will try bring the pressure up to 100 kilopascals. And it assumes outside is the vacuum. So when you go outside, it will bring the pressure down to a vacuum. The problem that we've got with this one is that outside has the pressure, inside is the vacuum. So that's kind of why I had to set the interior door as the exterior and the exterior door as the interior. So it's backwards.
I also think that having atmosphere in both areas at one point was not helping.
Yeah, that probably by closing the outer door and having the inner side, so going to the interior, it had the start position.
Light.
All right, so you need steel plates. Can we make steel plates? Yeah. Actually, what does plastic sheets take to make? Oh, just silicone. There's no silicone in there, but steel sheets. Is that what you needed?
Yeah, 4 of them for the centrifuge.
Well, yeah, the auto lather's got steel.
I'm just cleaning up some stuff. I found some small stuff as I was flying around.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Out. I either got blown out or something.
Yeah, the greenhouse blew up. The first time it overpressurized. The second time it exploded in fire, and the third time it's been good so far.
Oh, this stuff looks like somebody died out mining.
There's your steel sheets over there.
Alright, I see.
But if you need more, you can just use the auto lathe. Alright, so we've got the airlock working. I think it's time to start moving these machines down there. Can I make a stacker?
Well, one other thing, I don't think we need to put the arc furnace in there because I have a feeling that one will send in gases to the room.
Yeah, I mean the furnaces can definitely be in a vacuum.
The arc furnace does off gas a little bit, but it's not that much. A single scrubber handles it.
Yeah, but in a zero vacuum, you don't want any gas or pressure.
Oh, yeah. Are you making a vacuum for what's the reason for a vacuum?
Well, first and foremost, you don't need to use any energy to heat it. Secondly, it would be the most prudent due to we have an alien who will need a room with further the volatiles in order to breathe, and I will have oxygen for myself. Well, if you try to mix those two ingredients, what do you get?
Big bada boom. A big bada boom with no multipass.
One cost a road flare miles out here.
Okay, I'll put the steel sheets near the shredder.
If I am causing any lag right now, it's because I am flying around like a maniac.
Oh no, I'm not picking up anything at the moment.
I'm just letting you know it's loading a lot of chunks, and I'm finding all kinds of little small pieces of garbage around everywhere. You said people showing up and dying. A lot.
So
I found all kinds of stuff, but I did not find the air conditioner.
Yeah, again, don't worry about it. It's probably gone back to Europe.
I mean, it's fine. I cleaned up a ton of stuff while I was out there. It doesn't bother me that I flew around.
Okay, so there's no more iron in there. Right, so let's pick that up. Let's go inside. That's annoying. One more off.
What? It could have been destroyed on impact with the explosion. Thinking about it.
Well, I'm just gonna take the battery charger inside so it doesn't.
Well, no. Rather make a new battery charger and put the new one inside. Because
I use that one outside because it's easier to. So I don't have to go through the airlock since all I need is the power.
Huh, that was quick. Alright, now let's see what we can do over here. Let me jump this. Alright, so,
Okay,
bring that straight.
is it possible to get some iron, like, alright, I guess the question is, where do you want a pit or, these stuff coming out of the centrifuge? Because it's going to be a lot.
Yeah, maybe.
I was considering taking some frames out where you've got this sort of empty area by the solar out here. You're taking a 2x2 hole in the frames. We don't have
Yeah, I
to use
mean,
jetpacks
if
to
you're
go in.
surrounded by frames, and then you've kind of got the.
Yeah. I was gonna put a case down into it so that people can.
Alright, now what I want to do is I'm going to start. I'm going to have to start disassembling those things and bring them inside. Disassembling the machines and bring the machines inside.
I'm gonna leave the recycler outside.
Oh yeah,
That's easiest.
That can stay there.
We'll
I'm talking
rotate
about
it,
the manufacturing machines.
I'm gonna rotate it and put a chute on it so that the centrifuge can just run with it all the time. Just spit it out whenever you want it.
I normally do that. I normally link the shredder to the centrifuge together.
Because it'll never come out with anything other than reagent.
Yeah, a reagent that is kind of useless until you break it apart.
And then the centrifuge can put out only one type of reagent. I believe that's just solder.
Light on.
Alright. Oh, shit.
I'm gonna need.
Yeah. Dump it in there.
Centrifuges.
Display on.
All right.
I only need one chute, right?
Yeah, that should be enough. Did you take some iron from one of these other...
Oh, I made more.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's this building? Oh, it's building the centrifuge.
Oh,
Oh, that's built the centrifuge.
I need to make some steel frames to block that in. Other than that,
Oh, got hurt my puzzler.
the auto lathe is of the three. The auto lathe is the only one I need with the. Yeah, just auto lathe and the furnace.
Alright, let me... Yeah, so I mean, it's just gonna be doing it downstairs.
I was gonna let you move it right after I finished putting it together.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, let me know when you've finished over there. Definitely power my suit. Yeah, this would actually, with this ore would be a good place to spread it all out.
Yeah.
You know, make
I'm just gonna,
a giant
like,
pit.
Close it. Yeah. I think 2 deep, 1 deep or 2 deep. I'm not sure, but let's see.
Yeah, until we can get all this stuff sorted out.
I'm gonna rotate this glitter.
Actually, I saw somebody did this giant smelter thing where it's like you just dump all ore into it and it stacks it up into 50s, and yeah, it resorts the ore and then puts it into a furnace when you require whatever you require. You just set it and it like does the whole thing for you. It's kind of amazing.
You can IC everything. You can.
Yeah, it's
make everything automated.
You can make some incredible stuff.
I saw someone made a thing where it automatically decides for you which machine is the most time and cost efficient. So it will, for example, use the auto lathe for certain instead of the fabricator. Then it'll use the certain other things, and it'll just cycle everything through and just pop out the one thing you need at the end. And it also made, I think it made it so that it stores a single unit of 50 of every item in anticipation that they might need it.
That we need to make. I need a light. Look at the frost. Look at the frost comes up as soon as you start going outside on your helmet.
Yep. And
Yeah,
since there's no road flares anymore.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm talking about inside. Let's see. Light. Hit lights. Oh, I need some silicon. I don't need silicon anyway. Whoa!
If I can't.
Jesus Christ! Actually, can you stack these reagents? Oh, you
It's
can.
250, so you can pick them up at 50, yeah. And what'll happen is with the recycler, you just put the reagent in the recycler and it pops out the same reagent on the other side. I'll make this pit, and then we can just start throwing that in.
Let me grab some silicon.
frames. It's like, how many steel frames do you think? If I just like use up the steel that's in
Yeah,
here?
yeah, yeah. Use up whatever you need to. Don't worry about using materials. Whatever we need to get, we'll, you know.
Here's a question. Do you want to go a 3 wide pit? Because I could do a 3 wide pit, and that would leave me room for a landing. Make it 2 deep with 2 staircases.
Yeah, up to you. I mean, this is your thing. My thing is moving all the machines downstairs.
But like I said, I don't need the other 2. Just
Oh, I'm
just
going to
the
move
arc
them all.
furnace.
Unless I just make. Should I make another lathe?
You've got the arc furnace there. If you're not moving the arc furnace in, honestly, the only thing you need for the arc furnace, the smelter's outside and the arc furnace is up here. So really, it's just you're going to be making frames for your building up here. That'd be the only thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, everything should get moved in.
All right, to move. Yeah, so let's do a.
To me, even the arc furnace should go in the room.
Usually, don't you just use the normal furnace instead of the arc furnace?
Arc
Yeah,
furnace is
once you've
electricity only. You use it for the non-alloys.
no, but you can do that in the normal one as well. Once you've got enough oxide and volatiles, you know, and you've got it all set up to the gas, you just fire it up and can do pretty much everything in it.
I know with the advanced furnace, people can use the automation so it doesn't explode because that was always the risk with the.
Yeah, well, if
one.
you set up the proper back pressure and stuff like that, it shouldn't be an issue.
It ran out of steel to make. The iron.
What I'm doing is I'm trying to get. Come on, hurry up, silicon. 4 grams left.
If you get tired of things rolling, remember that when you drop them, the precise place, they don't have any inertial momentum. So they just drop straight down.
Alright, so what? Let's get a light. Make a light quickly. Hit lights. Let's make.
Before.
Oh, what the hell?
Got a little bit of a lag.
Yeah.
Volatile. Volatile monoxide.
Okay. So,
Volatile's 1 oxide, right? Getting that right.
more light. Should I do that? Let's do it. Yeah, that should be right.
Well, who else is in the server besides the 3 of us? Somebody jetpack.
There have been people who are jumping in and out the whole time. Hey, I have light inside here now. I can see. I don't need to use a torch.
Cool.
Okay. That's at least one. Alright. So
Light on.
I wonder. Put one up there.
Jetpack on.
I like how your smelter drops off the side of the building. That's nice.
Well, I've
That's
got
hot.
some more carbon gold and iron.
Okay. There'll be a ton of it when I get through all this reagent.
More light.
So, Talon, what are you planning with the greenhouse?
Well, we gotta just redo it, really.
If it doesn't end up working at all, I can just use it as my room.
Oh, it works fine enough.
Don't just wanna...
I have to move a lot of the support through it.
I have it so it now can go to that 21 degrees and stay there.
Okay. Let me go wire that one.
Want me to start recycling the reagents?
They're in config. What the hell?
The reagent? No. Gotta close this in. Then once this is closed in, then it's a closed pit and it can be used like that.
Huh? I've got it in config now.
Once I get this bigger pit sort of closed, it'll be, it's free game. You can just start cycling to your heart's content. I need my mining built.
Okay, that was weird. I had to do it manually.
Yeah, I think that it might has gotten some oxygen or some pressure inside.
Jetpack on.
Let's put this down. Oh, it's I mean, that does fix it. That does fix. Windows has taught you that fixes. Oh, come on. That fixes 99% of the problems.
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Yep. In fact, my computer went absolutely haywire today when I was trying to. I was trying to go to a website, and all of a sudden, everything was weird. It's like nothing was working properly, and I wouldn't load up websites and stuff like that. And it's like, what the hell? And I closed the browser, tried to restart the browser, didn't work. Reboot Windows, everything's back to normal. So
Yeah, I think that's that. Usually when that happens, I get problems. I've had it 3 times now.
It's usually preceded
Usually,
by a Windows update.
mine happens when it runs out of RAM and an update happens.
I've got 32 gigs of memory. I definitely wasn't the memory.
If you never turn off your computer, you do hit that.
Well, with Windows, yeah, Windows is full of memory leaks.
Yeah. And it just sits there because it never clears it if you're not actively clearing it. And still.
Okay, so
You should be able to open it now.
it says pressurizing.
And then a whole bunch of feeds.
Because yeah, it's going to try to get it to 100. Yeah, it's going to pressurize the airlock to 100 before the outer door opens up.
Might
Oh
have
god,
to
there,
go
and
to
it
the
blew me away.
So it might be better to use the advanced circuit for it.
Yeah. You would have to, well, something that you could set the pressure on. Okay, alright, so we've got I got a little bit of light in here. It's not a lot, but it's... So at least you don't need to run around with your torch on. Okay, so now I need to go out there and collect all the machines and bring them down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just producing plates for me right now, and that's it.
Yeah. So when you so yeah, I'm gonna bring all the machines down, and then when you kind of once it's in here, then you can sort of you're just gonna have to come down and get them until.
Oh, that's fine. And like I said, as long as I have the plates, I'm eating. This thing's almost done. It's not complex.
Light on.
Yeah. And at the moment, to redo my battery, I just kind of switch them from the APCs.
Did you cut the power line?
This is a small battery. No. No power lines are cut. You probably because remember it's a tiny it's one battery that is powering the whole thing.
Oh, right. It's I forgot it's night. I've got night vision on.
Yeah.
It's my bad.
Yeah, and that's kind of why I want to move it inside, because then you're going to have the large battery powering everything.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, that makes sense. And that way, out here, all you have on this small battery, because you leave the small battery, the only thing you'd have out here on it would be my killer. Be it, and it doesn't use a whole lot.
Yeah. You know, you can minimize what you have. In fact, we could even do that. Have kind of that APC inside, and just send power up there. See, I've got this APC set up, although it's got a small battery in. It needs a large battery in there. Small battery.
Well, it's connected to the large battery, so I don't think it necessarily needs a large battery.
Yeah, fair enough. But eventually we all have nuclear batteries and everything. Nuclear.
Those are iron frames. Okay.
Alright, let me go up there and start collecting. What can I dump? Let me just. Dump that there.
Some coal in
In the
there.
meantime, because we're going to have to start setting up cupboards and stuff like that.
Do you need iron sheet up there?
Yeah, some.
Jet
There are some iron up here.
Yeah, I got 9 iron sheet if it is.
Alright. Okay, so you finished with these machines now.
It was pumping out steel still, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, do you need, how many more steel do you need?
I have no idea. It's amount. Got 4 more in the bottom of the pitch. Just closed.
Holy crap, this is the pit of despair times 2.
Smaller than the pit of despair. It's just fancier. The only thing I want to do is put some on the bottom. That way, there's no ice and
Oh.
you'd never have to.
Okay, that's 10.
Just the reason you build it out of frames is I don't want them exploding out. They get compressed.
That's 16.
Oh, and I can put railings up here. Nice.
So, want me to take down the pipe bender?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Well, I'll show you what I do. It's easy for one person to do it because I want to do them all at the same time. I'll show you how it's because it's all uses the same material, so you can just run and do it like use a screwdriver on all of them, then use the thing on all of them. Sorry, yeah.
You get me
There you go.
6 steel. You have 6 steel frames.
Okay, on this one.
That
Oh, sorry. Whoops. There you go.
I picked them up.
Okay, so yeah, you see this? Right, so
Steel frames and that'll be it.
tower
That's all I need left.
how many steel frames?
6.
How many steel frames do you need?
6.
6.
6. Or I guess I may be cutting out.
Yeah, you were.
One.
Four.
2, 3, 4, 5. And this will be the last one.
Right. Okay.
That is it. Thank you.
Let me take all these things apart and then we can set them up downstairs. The angle grinder. Okay. Right. Wire cutters. So it's kind of that's Makes it way easier.
I have a question. Do you want a ladder going down to this so you don't have to waste jetpack?
Yeah, that could work. Okay. Rich. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that's poured out of those. And
There's a skull in the ore pit.
oh, you're gonna find skulls all over the place. Somebody thought it would be funny to bring and place skulls all over the place.
Got it. Ore is popping.
I didn't have the heart to tell them that it wasn't funny.
Not gonna lie, I do find it a little funny. Only a little.
First one, sure. 54th one,
I will.
kind of loses the appeal.
I'll say the two in the ore pit. I did find those kind of funny. 700 road flares in the pit of despair. That wasn't fun.
Okay, so if I do that over there, that would be the auto lathe.
God, physics is enacting on some of these blocks.
Electronic printer. This one. I think that should work. Okay.
You know, it's a sucky day when your math was one short.
Do you even math, bro?
Usually, only on Tuesdays.
Alright, well, I've almost got these machines set up. Ah! There's fire! What the hell?
Gas is mixing?
Well, it should be near vacuum, so...
Yeah, but as soon as you start welding, you will throw out gases.
There's probably just remnants of both floating around the room. You're igniting them.
Yeah, well...
There wasn't any. It was a vacuum room.
Well, let's... Alright, now I just want to see if... Oh, what happened to the chutes? Oh, there they are.
I run ore through the recycler. What happens?
Hunger. Caution.
I don't know. Maybe try.
Well, I don't want to run coal because I think coal pops out anything.
I just want to see if this will work.
I'm gonna put the two skulls at the bottom of this pit. Just over.
Alright, so I need more. Okay. Now let's just get this sorted.
One steel plate. Any steel plates just hiding around that I.
Check in some of those boxes.
That's what I'm looking at. Oh, you're poking them through the back of the wall.
That shouldn't be a problem, should it?
Other than the reagents freaking out outside. They just got clipped into.
Oh crap! Yeah, look at that. I didn't. Oh, it was really far back. Okay, that's a problem.
Oh yeah, you've got your chutes out. You've got 38 reagent in one of these.
Right. Yeah. No, I thought it was only the back part. I didn't realize it was that far back.
I got reagent. That's why my reagent was exploding into everywhere. Okay.
Right.
There were two steel frames that there are steel.
Yeah, it's okay. How do we take those things apart?
All kinds of different tools, different orders.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the chutes.
Oh, if you get the first one placed correctly, you can just place it via the chutes. You just attach them to the chutes on the line.
Yeah, but then it's I need to bring all the machines up. All right, so. I mean, I got the distance apart wrong. I just need to pull them forward a bit. Is it right?
Filter low.
Yeah, Silver is sometimes, doing stuff it doesn't quite do what you expect it to do.
It's lagging a little because I think we're all sort of building stuff right now. I'm mining, so it's doing voxel deformation, doing construction on those.
Right. Nice that. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay. Okay.
I think the pit is now empty. Tossing in the 2 skulls for posterity's sake. Skulls are in. And Long, since this is your server, you want to put the first reagent in?
No, I'll let you do that.
Good. Or
That's your build. So go for it.
reagent and 50 reagent.
Okay. Okay, let's see. So do that there. Okay, alright, whatever. They shouldn't be poking out anymore.
There's going to be some reagent that ends up in here. Whatever reagent is in here, it'll be like in units of 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
That is going to be solder.
On.
A little bit of reagent you run, which is one of the reasons to keep the arc furnace up top.
Alright, so perfect.
A mix of reagents in there. Fun. Fun.
Huh? So,
I'm gonna have to use this. In there.
I am
Weird. Then the smelter doesn't know what this reagent is. I think it just bugged.
oh my god, you broke it all.
It worked.
You broke everything.
Did that?
I took it.
Well, I was putting it in there to, because it'll, if you look at the center little thing, it should tell you furnace contents. It should tell you what's in that reagent. It doesn't tell me anything. Anything in it?
Nope.
You got a reagent that just doesn't, it's not composed of anything.
No, it's the same for those 10 I just put in.
I think they're all solder. It's just recognizing it right now. Right, I guess.
Mine needed to get up to heat.
If you get it up to heat, it'll do it either way, but I don't want to have to start up the whole furnace just to test.
This is kind of funny. It's popping out shoots And as it's popping out, I'm
Placing them. I see that on the stream. Anything Zelrun that's down here that isn't agent can just put in the hole.
so yeah, I've got, so you see I've got everything, gives you place to put the stuff in. Oh, no more. Sheets right now. Stacker.
I'm gonna pop a stack of 8 iron in there. I want to see if 28 iron comes out. Yes, 28 iron does come out.
Alright, and let's do this. Alright, then stick on. And stacks of 50. Alright, so yeah, downstairs here, it's ready for, the production thing is ready.
Cool.
Would be nice to have a chute that goes from the top down into the production area, so when we have made ingots, we could send them straight down.
Yep, you could probably do that.
You know what? This recycler, technically, we could just feed it in there.
I mean, could even go directly into arc furnace.
Thought about that. I should probably have a stacker. I think about all these things are like stackers.
Oh, wait, that's what I did with the last one. Okay, so what I did with the stacker is I'm actually going to have
and that's just popping out stuff.
no. So I usually have a load up thing over here where you can actually load stuff into the you know, just load stuff into the chute and then use it the same stacker. Let me grab some iron.
Shit, am I dropping reagent in there? I didn't even think about that.
Okay, how much iron is this? 102 grams of iron solder.
Full reagent.
That would actually be alright.
Oh, I've picked up more than that.
I know. See it out here.
Right, so
Holy crap, it's just dropping out 50 iron after there. How has it been stacking up on the iron? Jesus.
right, so
It looks like the centrifuge can just hold a ton of material.
if I do a junction.
Question, if I just turn off the centrifuge, when does it fill?
It fails when you start it up.
Well, I mean, because you can continue throwing things into a centrifuge when it's turned off, and it'll do it all when it comes out. My question is, if I just... Can we get all this and just have it put out everything in one go?
No idea.
I just turned it off. I'm gonna see if you can just throw in. Part seems like it. Back on because I don't want to lose stuff.
One more.
Looks like it. Looks like it just has an endless queue. It just queues up and throws stuff out.
Oops.
Is there a sorter that goes on those chutes? Would there be a way to separate out reagent?
There is, but I think there is something like that.
Wondering because oh shit, I dropped those. That was my bad. Yeah, because all this solder comes out as reagent.
Okay, this might.
I'd almost love a way to drop off stuff. Have drop it into a single chute entrance, and then from there, you know, it sorts it. It separates volatiles and oxides off, and then it any ore through a smelter for us. Through the hole. You can put reagent through this.
Alright, so let's have a look here. That's 8, 19, 95 electrum. So if I take this electrum, put it in there. Huh? Oh,
yeah. So it's the recycler that actually stores it up. It says it's got 7.9 kilograms of solder just waiting. $7.9 kilograms.
Okay, yeah, I think I see what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah, I see that, so I can't actually turn it on. Yeah, I can't turn it on. Alright, so now, let's see.
Can't pick this up.
You can use it, yeah, it's too much. What I'll do rather, see if I can... No. Okay, let me do that.
it's safe to say
I've
the
got
pit at
reagent mix
least
in here.
worked. Was there reagent sitting in it?
Oh no, there was
Probably.
fell through or something.
Oh yeah, it's popping through the wall. There's that slope right at the edge of the building. Near the wall a little.
Okay, sheet bin.
Yeah, I'm just there was so much reagent sitting out here. It's just physics being cool. Punk.
There we go. Okay.
All of what you got should be water.
Alright, so there we go. So this is 95 electrum. So if I put it in here, I should get a 50 and a 45. And there you go, a 50 and a 45. So, okay. So what I've got is this thing stacks to 50. So all these machines go into the one stacker, and I've actually... Oh, power low. And I've actually got a... Yeah, so this thing all stacks to 50, and I've actually got a thing that you can pop in here if you want to break up your stacks. So if I do this, okay, so that's 50 iron, can go in there. That's 41 iron, can go in there. Alright, steel. Okay, so I put 15 there. Put 15 there. Should be another one.
No, yeah, it doesn't seem to know how to handle these reagent.
The electrum.
Got it up to temp.
Electrum's only in the you only do it in the electrical one, don't you? 18, 1, 13. Put the 18.
Vented? That's not vented. It's so low and pressure.
19 gold.
Pressure's super low. On it so long.
Oh, so yeah, so this whole thing at the bottom works. Huh? Didn't I put that in there? Yeah, this whole thing at the bottom works just fine now. Probably need something there for whatever. Hold it. That is definitely going in there. Steel. So let's break up the steel. Alright, so let's put another 50 in this one. Actually, put another 100 in that one. anymore. And silicon, which I just did over there. Okay, yeah, so this works. No, I need some food.
Oh, it's just carbon in this reagent. What do you need to mix carbon with? This one wouldn't tell me. It's just 9 grams of carbon. I actually remember what you use carbon for.
Don't you?
Steel.
Oh, it's hydrocarbon.
Yeah, steel.
Yeah, so
That's
it's
cool.
iron. So 3 iron, 3 to 1 iron and coal, 3 to 1 makes you steel.
Oh, okay. So you've been picking up multiple different agents that are popping out of there. One of them is solder. One of them is carbon. That's why none of these will smelt anyways. So whatever it pops out, it's popping out singularly. We're going to need to not pick it up or just smelt it whatever the one item that. Shit, that's a lot of copper. For example, whenever it pops out a stack or whatever, if it's 20 something, we need to only put that 20 something in the smelt. It seems to be popping up in solder as well.
I can't wait for the pressure to change. Oh,
Oh,
there's
I
some
get it.
more.
This is separate.
I've got some powder. I'm not sure what this mix is. I'm putting it in there.
Oh, yeah, put it in the top. See what it is in it. Oh,
This is 50 carbon.
Whoa!
So-
How much? Holy crap! Look at this thing.
it's look at the front of the recycler. You can see how much it is based on how much is in the recycler. So it says there's. Oh shit! There's megagrams. A number of these, hundreds of megagrams iron. There's
Alright, so we won't need to
220
farm for a
million-
while.
There's 220 million grams of iron.
How is that even possible?
Cycling all that stuff. This is all just pit stuff. Still just trying to pop up copper. Cyclers having a hard time just passing it off fast enough.
Oh, but it's not stacking the stuff up.
No, it's not. It's popping out whatever was in that mix.
Oh, yeah, probably worth it. I mean, I'm
There's
just
a
picking
way
it.
to put. But I'm not sure because if you put a stacker that only has 15, and it only puts out 15, there's not 50. It only
No,
puts
no,
out
but
12 or
it will
something.
wait, if it's the same thing, it will wait until it gets 50 and then it'll pop it out.
What if
As
copper's
long as it's
waiting
the
behind
same,
it?
but if it sits out a mix, it will. I mean, basically what I'm doing
That's what I'm
here.
saying. This thing spits out a mix, so how do you separate the mix?
Holy crap, this is nuts. Oh, so we're going to spend a lot of time smelting.
Yeah, we got plenty of stuff for all the random ores, of the mixed ores.
Oh, yeah, Zarko, it's good that we didn't do times 4. Oh.
Yeah. This is just from the people that died. Like,
Holy crap. So, yeah, so Zarko, are you jumping in? Or.
11, yeah, that's just the reagent that's been in this pile. Half of it rolled over here. And
So
I've just
remember
been
this,
slowly going
this
through
pit
it.
of despair, look at this, it's empty now. It used to be
I scrapped
it used
all.
to be completely full. I mean, it was unbelievable how many people How many dead bodies were in there?
It was up to about where I'm floating right now. Within the hole. It's about how high it was. It was mostly... thing is, you don't realize is how many jetpacks, what's in those jetpacks. Every tool belt was completely filled with, iron-based tools. All the jetpacks had all their circuit boards and tablets in them.
Yeah, because it was...
Even though it's half the resource, it's only, it's having everything we're getting out of it.
Damn, this thing is... seriously pressured. Are we smelting stuff in this thing?
Just smelt it to under steel.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's going through, because there's reagent that pops out that is either carbon or solder. Have to keep it up to temperature in case there is, in case there's something. It won't tell you what's in the reagent unless you you have it high enough to see all the ingredients.
Oh, well, could probably possibly do this.
This reagent mix of one, just gotta throw in there. I'm just gonna, if you see a reagent stack behind you that's one, just put it in as it is.
Oh, it's not actually smelting this copper. That's weird.
The arc furnace?
Yeah. No, in the normal furnace.
Temp too low.
Something's getting. It's got full pressure, but it doesn't have temp. Well, actually, it just dropped for me visually. It's 502. It should be fine. 500 Kelvin, and it's 500. 5.1.
Yeah, it was 500. Yeah, and it wouldn't do copper. Oh, what's this?
I'm not sure. It wasn't smelting the reagent I was putting in there either, so I don't know. But that's why you use the arc furnace. Copper is, you just put it in the arc furnace, you just burn.
What's this? 200 grams of steel. Well, so yeah, so the stuff. Should we do a shoot system?
I would almost say once we've got. I think the biggest problem right now is just how many people died. If we get through this and just get it smelted, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Because then it's a matter of storing the ingots, which we can just stack inside.
Oh, Zarko, I agree, but the problem is we couldn't leave all those bodies lying around because.
Oh no, I know, but I'm saying that now that we've got it going, once it's done, it should be fine.
No, sorry, I was answering Zarko. There was cheating with so many bodies and free stuff, and what I'm saying is we couldn't leave those bodies lying around because it was impacting server performance. There was just too many. If it was like 10, okay, but there was just way more than that, and the problem was
it
was seriously impacting. I mean, you were loading hundreds of objects up.
Yeah.
There's not a good way to just trash things either.
Isn't there a servo command for trashing?
I think it trashes every loose item.
I believe there's also. I think the current server has a problem that it's got no Archon, so there's no remote connect to it. It's something that I saw on the thing people were pleading them to do, to put back.
What we could do when we get this copper, we could just put it in sets of 1,000 with your splitter, whatever the highest amount will let us do. Just run it through big ingots.
Well, we got.
I have a feeling this one will not stop outputting copper for the next 100 years, because the amount of copper it says it has in the recycling stays the same.
Well, that's because it's megagrams, it's millions.
How could it possibly be that much?
But it shouldn't even be that much. If it should be in
so many bodies.
Still
there's no ways it should be that much.
Yeah, that
Well, if you look at it, there is what 220 million
That's like an
yeah.
iron. That would build the whole base, and it would be able to build how many jetpacks?
Right, let's
How
just
many-
stop this quickly.
Maybe there's a bug in how much it produces.
There has to be. There has to be some sort of thing.
I think it's because it has been so much that instead of
It's rolled over.
Yeah.
it just duplicated and duplicated itself.
God.
Could be. So what if we, to get rid of it, what if we just smelt it into some, like, let's say 1 million size ingots, and we just toss those aside so they can't use them?
Maximum ingot is 500.
Okay, well, 500 sized ingots.
Don't know. It's kind of, it's going to take years and years of work to smelt it. There has to be an easy way to clean this shit up. You can't just destroy this machine, can you?
Oh, because if you destroy the machine, it just explodes all the stuff all over the ground.
One thing we could do is we could just unplug this machine and not use it.
Leave it. Yeah.
The idea I had is that we took a lot of lockers and everything that we were saying this is something we earned. We put into it, and then when we have done that, everything that is lying loose is scrap.
Alright, let's have a look here.
We would need so many arc furnaces to get through this as well.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Couldn't do it with the regular furnace.
Station years. Move. A server.
Arc furnace is really slow on certain materials.
Oh, gold is terrible.
Shit. Almost passed out. You know what? There is a possibility we could if we can get the automation going on a furnace, we could just pop it out and it would just pop out ingots. Up to pressure and temperature at all times.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's a way of...
The recycler's been running and the arc furnace running for so long that the solar can't even keep these batteries over here charged.
Yeah, that's a problem. Well, if you need a battery, go inside and take from one of the APCs.
I had one. I did have one. It was in there that was charged, so I'm using that one.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
I almost feel like it's going to be worse, given it's going to pop out all this.
Yeah.
I think what's happened is it tried to calculate all the items inside of other items. That's where it bugged out.
Yeah, some weird thing, because you should never have millions.
Billions,
Like a few, 1 or 2 kilograms, I could kind of understand, but megagrams? No. That's...
See, I know this. I know that it puts out a lot of gold because all those chips have a ton of gold.
Yeah, but that's grams of gold.
I have almost 2 kilograms in my own game. It puts out a lot. Like,
yeah, but that's like
a lot.
2 kilograms. So maybe it would have been 50 kilograms of gold, but not 50 meganewton tons, whatever. Every copper ore. Wouldn't that... Okay. Sorry, I'm in here. Let's put some copper in there. Mega Newton ton Megalicious. Oh, what were they? One game that I played quite a while ago. Megaton Sonic or something. Megaton.
The other thing is mixed in there is I've been moving all the regular pile at the bottom, so there's all kinds of ores that aren't just copper and the stuff that came out of this. It's all of our stuff is in that hole too.
Yeah, but I just need to. Oh, so somebody says the world.ex. World.xml. Let's have a look.
Well, is it okay I make some lockers?
Yeah. This thing is all set up, so it's all for. Yeah, this thing is the whole thing. The whole thing about this is it's now set up, to be used. So that's kind of the whole point of this is to actually be used.
If we got some chutes, could just make it so that it smelts whatever comes out of it, regardless of what comes out of it. You can have it stack up to 500, up and off in the hole. So whatever ingot would be in here. Not holding any.
That's cobalt.
Oh, right. Let me have a look.
You could basically have anything that comes in go through an arc furnace. Whether it's if it comes out of the recycler, it should be metallic. Means just come through. Yeah, the only thing that should come out that isn't would be reagent. Should smelt everything.
Oops. Okay. So I've just. So let me try something here.
To one extent, if we did smelt it all, you could say we earned it by going through the hell of smelting it.
No, yeah. I mean, the whole idea is to get the Amy bot and stuff like that.
Yeah,
working.
There's so much here. Yeah. The whole idea with having this pit, me making this pit, was eventually even Amy could drop into the chute. Amy's chute could drop in here too. And you could just grab what you need out of it. Wait, if Amy drops volatiles or oxides, it sits out here as well.
Yeah, those are fine, but that is too much.
Oh, so let me see. This is.
I kind of want to just try and, if I destroy this machine, if it will just destroy the contents.
Well, I've got a local save over here, so that I'm just testing. No. I've got a not on the server, but on the local save. Okay, so I want to test it. I want to test some stuff to see if we can get rid of all this.
My biggest question is, whatever's sitting there, that's still minor compared to what's sitting in the machine.
Yeah.
The recycler is the big one. So I'm a recycler is turning off the recycler.
All right. So I've got a local copy.
Emptying the centrifuge, and I've turned off the recycler, so the recycler's not passing anything.
Yeah.
Just want to empty the centrifuge.
I did make a big ball pit. Well, I didn't make a big ball pit. Somebody else did. Somebody made the Eden of ball pits.
So it's gotten down to gold here. It's tossing out. So there's an amount that it's been passing into this that it's been trying to get rid of. Oh my god. So I think it's been shoving all this stuff in. It's not being able to get out because it's nothing but copper.
Right, let's have a look. So this is second.
Chat. All I wanted to do was go splish splash in a bit of iron. I'm gonna just Scrooge McDuck myself.
So, yeah, Cool Cat was trying to catch a fly, and in doing so, was knocking things off the table and stuff like that. Okay, so this is
The whole point was to avoid to get around using just the resources. I almost feel like when people die, the batteries would have been safer now.
yeah. And I mean, because I mean, it was just.
I'm looking at going, the centrifuge is still popping. This is how much it's already thrown in the centrifuge.
Oh,
It's getting down to iron.
So let's see.
Trickler's off. It's not passing anything.
What is that called? A recycler? Let's see.
This is the recycler. The so what happens is the
Structure recycler.
centrifuge itself does not have a means for you to see what is in it.
Powered. Error. Okay, reagents. Oh, right. Okay.
So, here's a
Okay,
question.
so I can actually
Delete all reagents.
set all. Yeah. So if you. So this is the exabyte. If I set it all to 0.
In the recycler, you can change its contents.
Yeah. I set everything to 0.
Whatever's we'll let ourselves use whatever's in the centrifuge, and whatever's in the recycler's gone.
Well, that's why I'm doing this on a local thing first. I mean, we're just trying different ways. So this is a local copy.
The centrifuge is now empty. So, whatever's in the recycler, if that works, you can just delete what's in the recycler, and it's not overwhelming what's here.
Okay, so
lot,
if I
but it's
save,
not
right, so I mean, this is kind of this is why we're just trying this, see if it works. So now, if I load this world,
Oh, centrifuge used up.
okay, so, hey, look, see, I can see you there. You saved in my save game. All right, so recycler. Okay, so turn this on. Well, that's recycler contents. Nothing. 0 recycler contents. Now, if I
So if you just
pick this one up, reagent 48 mix, pop it in
it's
there.
gonna pop a ton.
There you go, small grams. Yeah.
So just don't throw in the massive amounts of stuff.
Yeah, so
You know what? It was probably just the amount of
Yes.
items it was trying to calculate.
so you see, yeah, put this in.
Well,
There's
there's
a
a
reagent
try.
There's a reagent.
Right,
the
so what I
ground.
can
You
do
may-
is I can stop and I can empty the recycler completely. It still doesn't solve
we've
this
got
problem.
We've got reagent on the floor. If we maybe put that in there first, then it can forcibly delete that. Oh. You can pick all this on the ground down here and just put it in there. Then you can save.
Alright, so that will clear out the recycler completely.
Okay, so I have to turn off the centrifuge on the recycler.
I could probably do the centrifuge as well. I could probably clean that out.
Oh, well, I already did. It's already turned off. It's empty. So, I don't think there's any power over here. Power, so we need some coal
gold
in there.
is coming out.
It piles up, and then after gold, it does iron. But it's a lot less than. Did you turn off the? Did you turn off the recycler?
No, there's nothing in the recycler. This is my local game. It's not. It's in the server.
Right.
I'm gonna push you away.
After it
Pushing
finishes
you
that,
away.
it'll pop up.
It's a flying robot. Bye.
I'm gonna put some railings up too over here.
Alright, so that would be one way.
Yeah, and it puts out a lot of gold, but it's enough that we could smelt it and just kind of ignore it. The recycler's the big one.
Let's have a look. See if there's anything else I can edit in the world.exe.
There's 400, just 400 grams of steel. So whatever. Oh, put that back on. Oh, power came back.
Alright, so that would be that now.
We are before you say like hard save the server, we are consuming all of the bad reagent was bugged. Wait, we're not.
Well, this is kind of this is my local. I can copy this directly over and just overwrite
Oh well.
the server at that time. I could do it.
Still got
No, let's see now.
still got reagent on the ground there, so we're just clearing out some of the garbage.
Reagents
I'm kind of sitting. He's going up by.
What's this?
A lot of these reagents seem to be running normally in here now.
Oh,
Like,
centrifuge.
they're not.
Right, so I can actually.
Hold on. Look at the
Oh, there,
contents
look
while
at
it's
the
processing
400.
what you put
Yeah.
in.
So I could.
Put some in. You look at the contents.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be moving normally. I'm not sure what actually bugged it. I feel like something in particular bugged it.
Yes, that would be there. I'm.
Wonder if it has to do with the combining of stacks of reagent, if it doesn't know how to handle that.
Yeah, it might be. Alright,
Decimal.
now, let's see, can I search for copper? Item copper ore.
Yeah. Looks like we've got all of the, well, I don't really need to, at this point it's not really necessary to get rid of it because a lot of these are small stacks. It's like 16, 8. They're not horribly huge. Melt it down, it's already in the pit, just leave it.
Okay.
Just smelt it down to get
So
done.
what I can do is I can empty out the...
Recycler, centrifuge is empty. It's just a recycler now.
Alright.
And we did put we got all the reagent in there. Here.
Alright, so let's,
You know how we couldn't get that? I couldn't get that one reagent to tell me what was in it. I bet it was one of those. It just had it like overflowed the amount.
Maybe.
Right, so let me. Right, so I'm going to stop the server.
We got, I think, one reagent to put in. God, critical power. All these batteries are low. That's an empty battery.
Oh crap! Wrong one.
Oh, where's my shit? God, there's no. Pretty low. Okay. We got to turn off this recycler. I'm gonna die if we don't turn it off. Let it process what you just put in, but
hopefully that should be the last.
Wait! I thought we did. I thought you did turn off the recycler.
we were turned off the centrifuge, emptied it out, and then turned on the recycler.
Oh no! I haven't cleared that stuff yet.
No, so it's not popping any out. We turned off the centrifuge, disconnected it, so it's not popping anything out. It's just eating. It's just we were eating
we
up
can
the
clear
bad
out
stuff that
world.
was bugged. Yeah, all the reagent that basically was possibly bugged gave us those weird numbers. It's all gone.
All came from the pit.
All the pit reagents gone. Yeah, if you're in here, it's just off now. It's the number. So what's in here is not durable. At Mega, this thing would have overflowed, but you could smelt this, and the iron's the only one that's gonna be like 50. But at this point, you know, it's already out. If you don't want it, we can delete some of it. We can just throw it in the recycler, and you can clear it again. Whatever you want to consider reasonable.
I to be honest, I hardly consider this reasonable. Any of this.
I mean, I made the pit this big just to fill it. I mean, the whole goal was I did want to fill it with ore. I wanted to do mining, go mining and sell stuff.
Yeah, but I'll give Talon right. It's still too much. We don't need to go mine.
You know what? So let's just empty out the recycler completely.
But what we can do is, if you want to empty it in a second, we can throw as much iron into this recycler, and then that'll just get deleted. Centrifuge is refusing it because it's off. The recycler is just a bank to delete.
Oh God, did I die? Just wait. Is this a new character?
Yes.
Oh.
Where did you die?
Yeah, that's what I absolutely hate that about the server. I'm taking its sleeping pods. It just
Get
yeah.
shit. Can someone grab some coal?
Have we got any coal?
Yeah, there's some on the outside of the thing down here. There we go. This recycler has been draining energy for so long, none of the batteries are working.
Yeah, we can go, like I said, go inside and grab one from the APC.
I got them charging. Be coal in there, it should charge them up good. And that's what I'll end up needing, just my character, just to put 5 large batteries, or eventually 5 nuclear batteries in a single
I'm throwing all
charger.
this duct tape in there.
Yeah.
He has a e-reader.
There's the stuff over here was stuff we had legitimately gotten over here. The floor, that's stuff that popped out of the machine.
I mean, I don't know what to do with this now. It's
At this
yeah,
point,
I can clear the recycler, but
I can pick up all that stuff and we can put it in the recycler, because it's going to, if you clear it, it'll get rid of the whole thing. gonna throw stuff in. It's adding to those numbers, so it's it's not going anywhere.
Talon?
Yeah.
Is that his stuff? I guess
Yes.
throw it in there.
Oh, wait, no. Just check if I've got, I might have had the heavy wire on me.
Mining belt is empty. You've got
That'd
the
probably be in
portable
the-
solar charger. But
Probably be in the
there's-
jetpack.
Your jetpack's empty. Oops. Maybe in the
Yeah.
belt. Just
Okay.
regular wire.
Okay, maybe.
Was it in your hand?
I don't know. I might have dropped. I probably dropped it down by the other thing. Let me grab this copper and take this copper down there.
Oh, looks like there's nothing in here. Yeah.
I'm smelting gold because screw it, I need gold. Yeah, I'm.
About the only thing I could think of is just throw it in the recycler, you clear it, and then.
It's probably yeah, because there was definitely a bug there somewhere.
After this, my hope is that it'll work properly.
No, look at that. That's actually, I can see that now.
Yeah, for some reason it only works after you have been logged in and out.
Yeah, that's one of the server things.
Shit, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Yes, the wire.
Ooh, yeah, that coal got it up to 50%. Battery up to 50%. Being super cold doesn't help. It's still going, so it's still charging. Alright, that's good.
Alright, so we can. Oh, I need more copper in there. Oh, well, actually, I could. No, shit. Light.
Light on.
Okay, there's a couple of lights.
And can use some more shoots.
Yeah, you can make the. I thought I did these as window ones. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it as window ones. Place it. Okay. There we go. So you don't need your... Got one light there. You can probably put another light over here.
Light on.
You guys get? Can we get you guys night vision too?
Yeah, we like lights. Cannot lie.
Yeah.
Nobody can deny.
I agree. Lights are nice, so I don't have to stare at green everything all the time. I can see color. I can tell how charged a battery is. That's a vital flaw. I can't see the charge on a battery. It's it's all green. So most of the volume of this pile that made it look so ridiculous was the copper being separated underneath.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
quickly losing a lot of volume.
So that's a manufacturing area. I don't think that's too bad. Nice looking. But I do want to do a couple of things here. Purely for aesthetic reasons. There we go. So you can see the stuff flowing through. There's actually no real reason for this.
Light on.
That battery's... We can actually build another battery and put another battery up there if we need to.
Light on.
All right. Let's bring that. Okay, so you could actually see what's in the cupboards as well. Oh, so that makes it nice and easy.
I'm gonna hook up the other side.
Okay,
Good
so... I mean, we're starting to get somewhere with this. At least you don't have that massive pillar display anymore.
Lagging the shit out of everything. Yeah.
It does definitely feel like it's running better as well.
Gonzel, you can hook it up. One piece left. Right now, how do I get it to stick up? I actually have to manually close it. Oh,
Yeah, just need to activate it.
Light
close the switch. But
Yeah, so we got the heavy cable from there.
then I have to close it. Okay.
Can I actually make another battery?
Yeah, sadly, it won't auto close. Would have been nice.
Battery. Oh, I need more copper and gold.
I mean, there's still plenty out here.
Yeah, alright, so I need to smelt some more copper and gold. Let's go grab some of that. Okay, and yes, having this airlock in here, being automatic, at least doesn't mean that you're stuck inside till somebody lets you out. So that's a good thing.
light on.
I always cancel that thing going upwards.
Light
Oh yes, the copper. Oh, there's gold. Jesus, look at you guys. Oh, look at that. Actually, no, I think it's full. Look at it. The stuff's popping out here. I think we've actually filled it up.
Oh. Why isn't it's not loading in at all?
Yeah,
I'm seeing.
it's probably filled.
Oh, your chute here isn't going in. It clearly isn't full. It's still at like megagrams, so clearly there is no limit.
Who knows? I mean, I think, I think it'd be fine to keep a little bit of ore, but not, as much as we got there, I think. But that's just me.
And you just tell us when to stop. Just keep tossing it until you think it's enough. Again, a lot of that copper under there is just in small stacks. It's not that it's a huge amount of copper down there. It's just a lot of small individual nuggets.
Try to see if you can.
Two in. Still shooting up. Where is it shooting up?
Need another steel frame.
Then?
Sorry, I'm so busy putting down here. One more steel frame.
One in. Out of that corner. He's right here. Just shooting up out of it. Actual corner is where it was coming out.
Why went this boat there now?
I see a bunch of couple
APCs
just
in the way?
popped out of there.
Yeah, I think it's that APC's in the way. Or is it? Oh,
Okay. Now it works.
Alright, so just toss that stuff back in the hole.
Yeah, so there's walls in the way. Fuck. How am I going to do this without depressurizing everything?
Is that by the pit? If it's by the pit, there's actually a block behind it.
No, that's
What wall's it against?
actually. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll just put this over there.
Actually know what room that is, like where it is, because I've never actually been inside the base.
Oh, come inside then.
I'm asking, is it? Again, I don't know what wall that's against because
Oh, this is okay. So,
it's a crafting room because the craft.
yeah. So the green. So you see where the solar panels are? This is just to the kind of, if you're looking at the greenhouse, this is to the right of the solar panels.
Oh, this is like greenhouse is on top of this room, kind of, but a little lower.
The greenhouse. So you see this light? This light is just outside the greenhouse. You can see the top of it by the generator.
Oh, I see it. All right, I see the room. Yeah, no, that
This
wall isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh.
if he needs to take out that wall,
No, it's okay. It's okay. I
you
forgot. It's. I'll stack the batteries.
I was gonna say we could just put a block out here temporarily.
Yeah, but it's alright. I've stacked the batteries, so that should be good.
Power stack.
Yeah.
Hey Zell, go for the copper first.
Uh,
Me just going for copper has really deflated this.
Yeah, many of the copper is actually 2-3 stacks.
Yeah. Seems like it really messed up when it was doing copper.
No, actually, I think the copper way we get 8, 10 and thing was when it was before it actually screwed up.
Light on.
That's what I'm saying. It was still doing copper when it screwed up, so at some point it jumped.
Yes.
Still would have been a lot if you think about it.
Oh yes.
If it hadn't messed up, think of it, that would have been a lot of copper. It was a huge pile, even though it was small numbers.
okay. So, alright, I've got 2 big ass batteries in there now. I could probably fit a third one underneath.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I might as well, so yeah, any extra power is going in here.
I'm tossing some stuff down to you.
Yeah, and if you turn on that generator, it will...
Yeah, I'll have to find some coal.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to, but I say if you turn it on, the extra power of that will come into the batteries as well.
Okay. Wish you could put the batteries sideways. Would love to put them on walls.
Yeah, that would be kind of... Yeah, I'm not going to do a third... I'm not going to do a third one. I think 2 should provide us with enough power.
If you did a third one, we could make that into a breaker room and put all our area controllers in there.
Well, that's... I mean, I've kind of... Some of the stuff is, I can move some of the stuff to be outside, to be inside
just
there.
meant
The problem is you've got the walls. You can only do on the walls. You can only mount to one side. So
I know. You got that exterior wall. You can put it on that white wall. If you put them all on there. Oh, can you mount on it if you put cladding on it?
don't know. I know with walls, one side is mountable. So
I was wondering if you could mount on the backside if you put cladding in.
I mean, if I put a wall, so I can do this. Put a double wall. And then I can mount it on this side as well. But then it's actually a double wall. You see?
Yeah, at this point, I almost would think it's still better just to use frames for most part. 'Cause then you can put pipes through. You put whatever you want through it. That way, you just rip off the cladding.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, there's no problem with walls. Are okay. Walls are nice. You can get like really thin airlocks and stuff like that, so it's not bad. It does give you more room for less materials as well.
Oh, we are relatively low on coal.
Yeah, coal is. That's why I haven't really been burning coal. It was only to be used in emergencies.
I just had to burn some because these batteries are dying again. What it is I need more. I just need more large batteries in here. I need 5 large batteries, so I'm not cycling.
You
through
need to
3
hook
of
them up to the main batteries and get them inside somewhere where there is heat or no atmosphere.
Yeah, well, I haven't even been inside yet. I want to see all of its glory once I get this pit sorted.
Battery charger.
Yeah, well, it won't be long before we actually can see the bottom.
I need iron. Coming up to spot some more iron.
I feel like the iron that's left, there's not a whole lot. The fun, but there's not a lot. I'm just gonna start smelting some.
Yeah, I need
What's
some
in
iron.
here?
I mean, look, definitely keep some resources. But the thousands of them is a no.
But it's really just gonna be, like I said, when you decide that enough is enough, because I would agree with how much you want.
Yeah, look, let's put it this way. It's like the way it is there. Initially, it was just. I mean, it was kind of obvious it was too much.
The whole thing was full. The idea was I made the pit to literally be a forever pit. Anything we got would go in it.
Yeah, which is fine. But they didn't expect this much from the recycler.
Oh, I didn't either. I don't think anyone ever expected that much.
Oh, okay, so grab this iron.
There's iron and I think a copper.
Okay, you can throw that. Let me just jump down there. Got it.
If there's hey, Zelrun, pick up volatiles, or if it's coal, volatiles, or oxide. Did not come from the recycler. We can keep it.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, I don't care what came or didn't come from the recycler. What I do care was the quantity of it. That's kind of.
I'm just letting him know so that, because again, we don't want to throw away the volatiles that actually came from the map, but there's only so much. I am grabbing some, just going out and smelting it, letting it go. So next.
What's that? Battery charger. Large battery. Let's make
50. What if we make 1,000 grams, 1 kilogram? We call it there. Everything else shreds.
yeah, because I mean, Ashim does spend a lot of time mining and stuff like that, so
Yeah.
can't let that go
No,
completely to waste.
I know there was a lot there to begin with. I know that there was a lot, before the bug. So, like 1,000 is sort of each of the materials.
Yeah,
Just
and like I said,
save.
definitely leave some, but not
1,000,
kind of
I can just. Yeah.
the crazy amount that was actually there.
Actually, a full battery.
Yeah, I need more copper. So where should we put this battery charger?
Oh,
I don't make two.
Ideally, have one by the door. So, on a wall, if you put them sideways, the wire in the center of the wall, you can put 2 of them on a wall, and I can make better use of them with 2 of them.
You know what? I could probably do one in the airlock.
Yeah, you could. That way, you could only have the outside open and not have to go all the way in.
Yeah. I think that.
Either way, 2 of them is more efficient on any wall. It's because 1 wire in the center, and you can still just.
Oh yeah, but we don't need that many.
Light on.
Ah, crap! You can't do it this way. The wall was put in the wrong way.
But what if you just attach it to the wire instead? If you just run a wire up there, the wire is going to be free floating.
Yeah, let's try that.
Well, recycle the airlock and maybe take down the wall and replace it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. But let's try this. Let's try this way first.
Oh, 1,000 would be how many stacks?
Just do 10 stacks.
The stacks is 500. That should be 20 stacks. Got 3 stacks of copper. Is
Yeah, you
one
can't.
stack of copper.
Yeah, you can't attach it to that at all. All right, so let me. Ah. So much.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what the problem was. Ah, come on. There we go.
They're starting to bounce again. More sacks of iron.
That there.
Mm.
Bring that there. Alright. Now I actually might have to end this a little early because I'm having people, workers coming in to do something around the house. They're in config.
All right, so any iron that's in here at this point, you can toss.
Alright, so let's see. One.
More for safe measure. Hmm.
You seem to know your fair share about electronics. I'm replacing my hard drive because my previous hard drive was at 9% integrity. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to divert power to the deflector dish, and that should improve the integrity of all the systems. Or is that only a Star Trek talk? Oh, what's this? Hey, Neon Trin! Coming in with the raid. That's let me just give that.
Should be it for gold.
I'm assuming you got that from Smart. Oh wait, just one. Sorry. One sec.
There is something wonky about like jetpacks as well as displacement on a
Guys,
server.
I'm just going to be AFK for a little bit.
More set of copper should be good.
Oh, I do see the bottom.
You know, other than coal, volatiles, lead, no lead came out, so there's some lead in here. Gone. Silver. Yeah, look out for silver. Oh, yeah. Forget, you can see a lot of colors. I can't see colors. It's the whole thing. Night vision on, I can't see shit. It's a lot
It's
easier.
daytime.
Yeah. I turned it off. Can't tell it's daytime unless I turn it off.
Yeah, cats want to investigate everything. People come, cats have to know. They have to know exactly what's going on. So, all right.
Yeah. So Talon, we are almost done.
All right. Well then, yeah. I mean, look. What I'm going to do is, I have to. You know, I probably going to log off now. I just need to take care of some stuff here, and I'll be back on in about 2 hours time. The server's not going to go down, so you can continue. And just before
I got like 15 minutes.
all right, yeah, so I mean you can, so just before we go live in about 2 hours time, I'll log in and kind of clean out that recycler, so you know, there's time to sort all that stuff out. But
So I've grabbed the amounts for the individuals. They're either on top of the building or in the old pit outside. Beyond that, anything that's left in it that isn't like volatiles, just
yeah,
rid of.
and I mean it's kind of, we're starting to have to build some cupboards and stuff like that for storage, and you know the thing's starting to take shape now. So, yeah, and Game & Chills, if you could get 6 years out of a hard drive, then that's huge. Yeah, and overall what it sounds like is it's something like with the smart diagnostics, saying something about magnetic integrity or something like that. How what do you call it? How well it can actually hold the magnet sort of kind of the magnetic charge, because a hard drive literally stores the stuff by holding by flipping a magnetic switch on it. 7 years old. This, yeah. But anyway, listen, I'm just showing the people outside and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, is I have to go. The server's going to be still up. I'll be back in about 2 hours time for when I start the second stream, and we can continue with this. At least we've got a working airlock. We've got all the stuff inside. We've got some materials upstairs. A lot of the shit has been cleaned up. The server does seem to be running a lot better now. There's less junk on the screen. Holy crap. And look how much, look how quickly these batteries have charged. They're almost
I ran
fully...
50 calls through it.
These batteries are almost fully charged. Both of them. Both big batteries are fully charged. So... that's brilliant. And there's 3 full big batteries at the bottom, you know, in the airlock, which you can grab. So that's, which is actually good. When you go out, you can just grab a battery. Anyway,
That is nice.
Anyway, so that's it. I'll catch you guys in about 2 hours time. So thanks for tuning in. Sorry that Neon, sorry that you guys raided as I was leaving. You know, as the stuff, kind of as I'm ending. Let's see. Is there anybody else that we should just throw a host to? Let's see. Is anybody playing Stationeers? Maybe somebody with more... oh no, it's just me. Oh, Karen X. Okay. Let's give him a host. Oh god, he's got some complicated shit going on. Alright guys, so I'm going to host Karen X, and I will catch all you guys in about 2 hours time. So till then, thanks for joining, Proto and Zeron. Catch you guys later, probably, maybe, who knows. And good job in sorting out all that shit. Okay, catch you guys later. Bye.